Hey everyone, welcome to a Smoking Tire All Cars Go to Heaven special. The kind folks at eBay Motors have given us some money, and we've chosen to spend it on solving a problem plaguing automotive society, the crossover.
Crossovers are everywhere. They're kind of infecting the car landscape, and most of them are pretty boring to drive. So we want to try to make a fun one.
So what we're going to do is take eBay Motors' money and spend it on eBay Motors. We're going to buy some cars, we're going to buy some parts, we're going to put them together and meet up for a series of challenges in order to try to build a better enthusiast crossover.
Shall we go shopping?
You can buy a Koenigsegg on eBay Motors? Holy shit.
Wagons. All the wagons.
Miata, the answer is always Miata. No, it's too small. And you can't turn a convertible into a crossover. That's ridiculous.
Ooh, Ford LTD, 84,000 miles. $20,000 for a Ford LTD wagon. Oh boy. I have bought the perfect car. BMW E46 wagon. Before there were crossovers, people were okay with wagons, and somehow we've forgotten that. And this one is a real gem. The E46 is the right size, the pinnacle of BMW's build quality, and best of all, got $3,800. Overall, I think I've done very well here. It's a 2003 with 200,000 miles on it. And although it's not perfect, the big bits are good. The engine is strong, the transmission shifts smooth, the brakes work, it tracks straight, and nothing enormous is broken. It has a cavernous, practical trunk like a crossover should, and it looks fantastic. Although I'll be honest, I bought it in the middle of the biggest rainstorm we've had in about a year, and it looked a little better when it was soaking wet. But that doesn't matter, because for our purposes, improving on the crossover, the E46 wagon is the perfect place to start. Now let's see what Klapman's come up with.
Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need.
It's a shocker. I love the color. Jewish Racing Gold.
It's your favorite color.
I wish I could say I was surprised, but the Crown Vic is very you.
It is very me, but it also makes a lot of sense because this is a crossover challenge. And I don't think there's another vehicle on earth that has transported more people, especially in the backseat, than the P71 police car Crown Vic.
It is. It's the old man in the sea of crossovers.
Yeah.
All right. So horsepower?
200-ish.
Okay.
But 275 torque.
Okay.
Which is quite stout.
184.
Okay.
175.
See, gotcha. And I have 2 more cylinders than you.
But rear-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive.
Rear-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. It's a body-on-frame car, and it's about as reliable as a hammer. And F-150 parts fit on it.
It's basically a curvy F-150.
That's right.
Right. Whereas I have chosen the E46 wagon. It's of the era when BMW was really at its peak quality. This is a 200,000 mile wagon. And if you look inside, it's actually pretty decent. It's nice. It's held up. So, does everything work?
In the engine?
In the car?
No.
I mean, all the panels are straight.
Right? Paint's pretty good.
Burlwood dash.
I'm fancy.
You said this wasn't a cop car.
It wasn't.
So why does it say police interceptor on it?
I think that's an additional badge.
You think that's extraneous badging?
Or I was lied to. I don't know.
I don't know, man. And also,
does it have dual exhaust?
let's dissect the last owner.
Sure.
Based on the Longfin Fishing Supplies, Orange, California. Mm-hmm. Elderly gentleman, 100%.
Probably.
100%.
I mean, look at the color.
This car definitely transported fish.
Yeah.
Or fish adjacent items. And Orange says, might have been a white supremacist.
An older one, so he'll be dead soon.
Yeah. All right, that's good for everybody. Now, let me see what's going on in here. Idle's nice and smooth. Ish. The airbag light is off. Let's see.
Why would my airbag light be on?
Headlight work. Well, it was on for a second. Your dome light.
Don't pull things off. Put that back.
Oh, yeah. The wipers, like the last owner, the wipers have had a stroke.
They stutter a little bit. They shuffle.
Wow, do you see this clip-on mirror?
That's aftermarket.
Yeah, it's
that's
got an
what that's called.
aftermarket
It's aftermarket.
mirror.
Yeah.
So you can check yourself out and then do whatever you might use a horizontal mirror for.
The former owner of this was probably snorting baby aspirin to prevent a heart attack. Let's be honest.
You know what I love about this? It's this.
That's the
It's this. This sound. That's the sound of 90s Ford.
I mean, at least the panel is still on, and as you might find with an old BMW, that is not going to be the case.
Although in my BMW,
They don't make noise, but they fall off.
I defy you to make this sound in my interior.
Okay.
I dare you to produce that sound in my interior.
All
Have
right,
at
let's
it.
check it out. Let's see what's wrong with this thing.
I'm really
You
sold
look
on
like you just got out of Copacabana and you're headed to the fishing boat. You are Tommy Bahama.
I
with
have
that
the shirt
and
works
the JRG
with the car.
crown.
I should give you this shirt for this car.
Oh,
'cause
I
it
should
works.
just give you the car.
They cost the same.
Okay.
Now, my E46
Right.
is fundamentally perfect.
No, even when new, the E46 was imperfect. There are service appointments were made when the cars were a month old.
Okay.
Lovely chips on here.
Chips.
I mean, you
$4,000,
like
we're talking about chips?
How come there's an aquarium inside your markers here?
Because
Or is it an atrium?
California car, it's never seen rain. Yesterday was its first time.
Okay. Was the sunroof waterproof?
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty
I
good.
haven't opened it. I haven't tried opening it, but it did
Oh,
keep
you should.
It did
you know what?
keep
I'll do
water
that.
out.
I'll open it for you. I'm sure it'll close. The test of any BMW is check engine lights.
But look how
Are there
nice
any?
my dashboard is. Look how nice my
do.
console is.
You do have a nice wood dashboard.
Like this generation of BMW really was made with some quality.
Right. Now listen to that. This sounds like what you'd hear through the wall of an hourly rental motel.
Oh, it's the
I mean,
shifter. I mean, it's the
that's-
shifter boot. The doors don't do it.
Whoa. Why does your armrest have eczema?
Yeah.
That's a very interesting.
My armrest has leprosy.
Okay. Well, look.
But it's there.
You have an armrest.
It
So
works.
that's good. So that's a reliable thing in a BMW. You got the steering wheel cover.
I haven't looked underneath the steering wheel cover.
All right. Let's turn on and see how many warning lights we get.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth. Okay. All right. You don't have any check engine lights. Why do you have an airbag light?
I don't know.
Does that mean it works or it doesn't?
I don't know. Hopefully I don't have to find out. Are you gonna try the sunroof?
Let's
Oh God.
try the sunroof. No, we should.
It opened. No, it opened.
It opens.
But that's not,
Oh,
The opening isn't the problem.
What's the problem?
The closing.
Really? I had no idea that might be an issue.
Are you gonna close it?
I
Close
mean,
it. Let's see. Ah! Close!
Ah, dang it. All right. Well, that sucks.
Pop the hood. You gotta see how clean the engine is. Look at this.
Is that what you say to the tow truck driver when he shows up? Like,
Yes.
The engine is clean.
For a 200,000 mile car, tell me that's not totally all right.
How come?
It's
why
plastic.
Why is it missing?
It makes it easier to change the thing.
Right, because
It
in a
makes it-
BMW, you often need to change the
It makes
thing.
it easier to do a thing.
I think that's actually what someone got so tired of changing. I think that's an O2 sensor that they cut the plastic off of the car. Wow.
It has a new radiator. It has new
Okay,
brakes,
That's good.
and it has old everything else. After pointing out each other's flaws, we put on Trojan raincoats to do some science. We'd swab the interior and then send the samples to a lab in New York for analysis.
I mean, this is a family vehicle, so what do we think we'll find in here? Like Cheerio residue?
Cereal, milk, possible vomit.
I think the residue of one extramarital affair, but just one. Like this is a car of repressed unhappiness.
There will only be the jizz of one human.
Yes. Peel up the toupee on the steering wheel. You gotta take that cover off. Let's see what's going on under there. Why does your car have so many skin conditions?
Something tells me a new steering wheel is going to be on my list.
You can't see the face in the mask, but the face isn't good.
The eyes are expressive.
I'm truly disappointed with the state of the steering wheel.
With my car swabbed up, it was Zach's turn.
The spread is big. It's gonna be flaked off, like not so much vomit or poo, although there will be that. It's cells. It's a variety of cells that we're gonna be looking for. Which of those stains do you think are actually from the human body? What's really interesting about this car is it looks like a smoker was driven around in it.
That's because it's luxurious.
How interesting.
It's probably owned by Philip Morris.
Anybody that wasn't us would be running for the hills from this car. Ew!
Yeah. Oh my God.
All right,
Okay.
drop them.
Can we wear these for the whole week?
I'm wearing it to the grocery store later for sure. So now that Zach and I have bought the appropriate vehicles, we're gonna hit eBay Motors and we're gonna buy a whole bunch of parts to modify our cars appropriately. And then we're gonna go to Texas to see who made the better choices.
Ooh, supercharger. Too expensive.
So many options. Okay. BMW 325i.
Why would I need a spare grill?
You can get a turbo kit.
A few weeks and several thousand more dollars of eBay money later, we went to Texas to meet our cars.
OMW, on my way to you. Good at what?
Look what I have done. This is a crossover. The BMW 325i E46 was already one of the finest BMWs ever made. Not too big, but still has plenty of room inside. Not too aggressively styled, but still classy and attractive. Great, slick, smooth 6-cylinder engines that make great power and torque. This one makes 192 horsepower and available in a wagon, which us car folks know, wagons are better than crossovers. And to turn a wagon into a great crossover, you only have to do a few things. Now you might be thinking, Matt, I can see what you've done there. And frankly, it's not much. Well, you would be mistaken, because it's not that I haven't done much, it's that what I have done is subtle, classy, tight, and not necessarily something you'd notice at first glance. I have fitted a set of gravel rally coilovers, giving me 2 inches of extra lift with some extra suspension travel, toughness, right? And the ability to fit a taller sidewall, further improving my ride quality. I put a performance exhaust on it. My visibility is a little higher. I ride a little more off the road. I could hit bigger bumps without damaging things. Last but not least, I have fitted this beautiful wood-rimmed steering wheel, because all great BMW sports tourers have a 3-spoke wood-rimmed steering wheel, and it matches my Burlwood dash perfectly. Yes, I have given up my airbag, but because the airbag light was on anyway, who knew that was going to work? So I really haven't given up anything. If Klapman has done better than this, improved his car subtly, tastefully, without ruining it, I will be extremely impressed.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new and improved 1998 Ford Crown Victoria. Now with more height, more tire, more fender. I chose the Crown Victoria for this contest because the crossover is supposed to be your everything car, right? It's supposed to be able to take you to work, take your kids to school, take you to the snow, to the mountains. It has everything you could want. Well, the Crown Victoria, for a very long time, was that car. It is one of the most reliable things in the world. That includes shovels, rocks, and hammers. It has tons of space, and it has a locking trunk, which I prefer over a hatchback that can be smashed quite easily should someone want what's inside your car. It has a lift kit on it from Eaton Springs. It was a 2-inch lift, but with the larger tires, I think I actually gained 3 to 4 inches. And that gives me that high hip point and visibility that people seem to love so much about crossovers. It's what I like to call castle technology. You're up high looking down on people. I've added a sport exhaust system, which you might hear. Any good sport crossover has that today. I don't know what Matt did to his car, but it's not going to compete with this.
I've added a suspension lift by buying a set of gravel rally coilovers.
Why are they gold?
Lift, turn, brake.
Okay.